guys, welcome back to a new vlog. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Alex and this is my channel. In this week's vlog, it is a little bit of a study focus because I have an assessment due and I know it's really last minute, but I think my weeks are so busy because if you don't know, I work full time, plus I study, plus I do content, and I really do organize my time well, but for some reason I'm generally behind in uni. So today is just massive focus on the coursework because I have about 3 weeks worth that I need to get through before I start looking at the assessment. Tomorrow, something very exciting is happening. I am going to get my hair dyed. My makeup is looking really shiny today, so I feel like I need to put some powder on. But I don't know, my makeup's been looking really shiny lately, but I feel like I was really shiny here, which, I don't know, somewhat grossed me out, I think. So I'm going to be popping on the Laneige just translucent powder. I absolutely love this little thing and it's lasted me forever as well. So let's do that to take off some shine. I'm gonna perfect. Okay, we are going to head into the city. This is the third time of me filming this and I think it's just because I'm slightly tired today and I'm struggling slightly. It also feels like a home day and I don't want to be going out and venturing out into the city, but I kind of have to because these alterations are important. I need to allow her plenty of time to get them done before we head to New Zealand. But I popped on a fit. I've managed to bring it all together. I'm going to pick up a coffee as well because I well need it. But today's fit is really cute. It's casual, it's easy. I'm wearing these gorgeous little shoes from Baird, which I recently picked up. Baird are known for making shoes that are designed to support your feet, so there's extra padding on the inside. My jeans are Alka Collective, which I love because they're cut on the bias, so you can see they kind of curve in, which are really sweet, and I think they really suit my leg shape. My shirt is from Zara, my belt is from Camilla Remarque, my bag is Charles & Keith. I've done a little pop of the collar, the sunnies is on. Somehow there is makeup as well. We're gonna head out into the city, so I'll bring you along. I just dropped off my alterations and it was $110. I wanted to go to her because I know she does such an incredible job. I can kind of justify the price, but her name is, yes, the third one, Honest Mode, and they mostly do Collins Street. So all of the designer stores, if you need hemming, they do it. Back home and that was absolutely glorious, especially when I was just sitting outside on Collins Street just having a coffee at Market Lane. I should do that more often, like make the most of the day, especially if the weather is so beautiful. We have been so lucky with the weather that we have had recently, and I don't know, it was just a nice little 2 hours out and about in the city. I dropped off my alterations. I didn't film anything there just because I'm new to that place, but it was so expensive. It was like $110 and I'm like, oh my gosh. But I knew I wanted to take that dress to a really good tailor, and by the sounds of it, she's going to keep the original hem as well, which kind of blends into the lining nicely, so it was definitely worth it. So I'm gonna have my salad now. It's currently at 3 o'clock. The plan is that I'm going to have the first little writing component of my presentation done. Tomorrow we'll work on the PowerPoint, really taking the time to make that look incredible. It is a marketing subject, so it does reflect quite a bit on the actual project. And then on Sunday, I'm gonna film the actual talking part of it and then submit it that night. So we've got a busy few days ahead for us. This is my salad. As you can see, it's like hearty with chicken and bacon bits and cheese. I also like spice and like raisins in there as well. So I'm gonna devour this because my tummy is definitely grumbling now, and then get back into uni. My salad was delicious and I'm feeling very satisfied. It had such a creamy sauce, like they put like a burger style sauce on it. And by the end of it, I was a little bit like, ugh. As in, I'm not too good with creamy things sometimes. If it's really like high in like a fat content, sometimes I go a bit funny about things, but it was so good and I definitely get it again. It's a little bit later in the evening. It's currently around 8 o'clock and to be honest, I'm feeling so exhausted. Like I can feel it in my body. I'm fatigued. I don't even feel that hungry, which is unlike me because I'm always hungry. I did some uni work, but I didn't achieve as much as I was hoping I would. But I'm kind of okay with that because I've kind of got a grip of what the assessment needs from me. I really don't have to worry about it too much. Yes, tomorrow is going to be a big day for me to really smash it out. But right now, there's no way known I can sit in front of a computer and write anything cognitive. But I am going to have some ice cream because I'm craving a little bit of sugar, a little bit of something sweet. 너와 나 우리의 여름밤. Morning guys, I'm up. I'm just having a coffee. The sun is shining outside and I wish I could show you outside because it's looking absolutely stunning. I really do love living in a high-rise apartment sometimes because you look out and it's just like city and movement and life. But I got up this morning. It was a little bit difficult to get up and you can probably tell my eyes are a little bit puffy. 잠깐만, 아니야, 떠오른 오늘은 그 말을 하기 싫어. This is my outfit today. I'm wearing the same top as what I was wearing yesterday, just like at home. I'm thinking of buying some more colors of this because it's super soft and I love like how long the sleeve length is. I've got my watch on the sleeve, which is really cute. I'm wearing some cute little jeans from COS and then the belt, as you know, is Camera Mark, the shoes, a bed, and this is my fit today. Hey guys, as you can see, we're in car cam at the moment and I just had my hair done and to be honest, like it looks amazing, as you can see, but to be honest, it was one of the most bizarre experiences I've ever had at a hair salon. So to get into this place, I had to send in the current state of my hair and what I wanted my hair to look like. Sorry, I feel like I'm a bit hot. So I had to send in the current state of my hair and what I wanted my hair to look like. So I sat in the chair and obviously I'm so excited to be there and I show her the inspo pic and she goes to me, oh, you're only booked in for a tint. And I kind of looked at her, I was like, oh, like thinking to myself, like, how am I supposed to know what I'm booked in for because like you guys booked it in? So that was like the first real objection. And then she was like going on about my hair and like saying like that I couldn't do that color and I was like, oh sorry, you're saying she has darker hair than me. And like, to be honest, her hair was more on that copper side, like the color that I wanted to kind of achieve it being. And I feel like I'm like, my voice is like a little bit, I was just shocked by the whole situation. And then I was like, because it was kind of getting like confusing. I was like, oh, like don't worry about it, like I'll be completely guided by you and what you think. She goes, oh, how would you like it cut? I'd like shaping around the face and the bottom, like just to tidy up the ends. And then she goes, oh, how would you like it blow dried? I'm like, oh, just like a normal like blow dried, you know. And I got up an inspo pic and then she looks at it and she's like, I suppose that's wavy. And I'm like, oh, like why is this girl giving me attitude right now? Like it wasn't my fault I was booked in for a tint. And I was just like a little bit taken aback by it. And she goes, okay, let me just go get a quote. So I'm sitting there thinking, I was like, what a bizarre experience. Like I was pleasant to the girl the whole time. And anyway, so I am sitting there and she's taking a really long time to like come back because like we ended up being like, when we were talking about my color, I'm like, oh, don't worry, like I trust you, do whatever you want. Like also my hair's brown, you can't stuff it up too much, it's not like blonde, you know. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, gee, what is she doing over there? And I kind of like glance over and she's talking to a lady. Next minute the manager comes over. She comes over with a bit of attitude and I'm just thinking to myself, oh my god, I just couldn't believe it. And then she goes, oh, what would you like? I'm like, oh, like obviously, because I had this bleach, remember I had red hair, so I had it bleached. I'm like, oh, like obviously we want to bring up like this color to like more my root color and I would love it on the warmer side rather than the ashier side because I think it suits me more. In the end, I just like went complete mute and I was like, yes please. Like she was asking me all these questions and she was like, and she goes like, do you want this, do you want this? So, and I was like, yes please. Like I just couldn't believe it. Anyway, I like sit in the basin and I'm like, by this point I'm kind of nearly crying because I'm like, I'm so excited to have my hair done. Like I didn't know I was getting booked in for a different thing to what I was getting, like you guys booked it in. And then I showed her and then she said I couldn't have that. And I also said to her like, oh sorry, like I don't understand so much, like I trust you, do whatever you want. want like easy, like I don't mind. Like I'm also like, I'm not too precious on my hair. But the way the manager came over and like other people were looking at me in the salon, because all of a sudden I'm just like, yes please, like near crying. Anyway, so she takes me over to the basin. Yeah, I've never felt like that in a situation. So I'm like on the basin and they're washing my hair, and after she does it all, and I'm like, oh, I just want to say sorry, because they were kind of bickering all to themselves, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, like I didn't know that I was booked in for a tint, like I'm sorry there was such like a mess up about it, or I was like, I was apologizing when I shouldn't have been apologizing. I should have said like, what's the issue here, guys? I didn't come in with any attitude. I was like, I'm happy to be guided by you, like whatevs, like you guys are the experts, like I'm just getting my hair done. I think I apologized like 3 times when I shouldn't have apologized, because I'm that person that apologizes for everything. And like the hair looked really good, but I was like, what an awful experience. I've never felt like that before. And it was, I won't say the name of the salon obviously on camera, because that's just, I'm not that type of person. I'm not gonna do beef, but I went to that place after so many girls on Instagram recommended it, and I've never had an experience like that ever. And I'm not gonna write a complaint, because like I won't just go back there, but I was just like blown away. It was awful. I feel like this vlog, it wasn't my day. But I just made some dinner and I accidentally put too much water in the dal, so now it's literally dal soup. I'm going to pop a can of tuna on top as well, just for a little bit of protein. I know that's kind of weird, but I'm okay with it. I love tuna, so I'm gonna add that on top. Can you see that? Yeah, I'm not gonna zoom in because it doesn't look that great, but it's gonna taste good. I'm going to pop on some nutritional yeast as well. And if you know anything about nutritional yeast, it's basically like cheesy yeast. It's not baker's yeast though. And in like the vegetarian, like vegan community, a lot of people eat this because it's high in B vitamins. It's actually delicious. I love it. So I go to town with it. We've come to the end of the video, everyone. Thank you so much for being here this week, and apologies it wasn't my most happiest video that I've popped out on YouTube, but I want to be honest with you and transparent with you in those days that I'm not feeling the best. I'm well aware of the grand scheme of everything, and there's so many things outside of my own little bubble that are so much worse than what I experienced today at the hairdresser. Anyway, but I do think it's important, if you are having a bad day, that you should definitely sit with your emotions and just kind of go through it. And whether that means that you put everything on hold and you just go to bed and read a book and just have a slower night, then I do think it's really important, because then tomorrow you're going to get up even better version of yourself. So thank you so much for watching this week, guys, and supporting this channel. I love you all, and don't forget to like and subscribe this video as well, because it obviously helps the channel and allows me to keep making the videos. But I'll see you next week. I hope you have an incredible week, and don't forget, it's a new day tomorrow and you're going to smash it.